Have you ever noticed something strange? Someone yawns, and suddenly you feel the urge to yawn too. In fact, there's a good chance that just hearing the word yawn several times is already making you uncomfortable. Maybe you're fighting one right now. But here's the real mystery. Why does this happen? Why can a single image, a video, a story, or even reading about yawning trigger the exact same response in your brain? Animals do it, humans do it, and scientists have been trying to understand it for decades. Today, we're diving into one of the strangest behaviors hidden in plain sight. A behavior so powerful that it can spread from person to person without a single word being spoken. The mystery of contagious yawning. Let's start with something very strange. Not every yawn is contagious. You can yawn because you're tired. You can yawn because you're bored. You can even yawn when you're stressed. But contagious yawning is different. Researchers discovered that if one person yawns in a room, many of the people watching will yawn within minutes, sometimes even seconds. And it doesn't stop with humans. Chimpanzees catch yawns. Dogs catch yawns from humans. Wolves do it too. Some studies even suggest that certain birds may show similar behavior. Think about that for a second. Nature has spent billions of years evolving creatures to survive, find food, and reproduce. Yet somehow, a completely useless-looking behavior appears again and again across species. Why? What possible advantage could there be in making everyone around you yawn? For years, scientists had no answers, and some of their early theories were surprisingly strange. One popular idea was that yawning helps increase oxygen levels in the blood. It sounds reasonable, right? You take a deep breath, more oxygen enters the body, and problem solved. Except experiments showed that changing oxygen levels barely affected how often people yawned. The theory collapsed. Another idea suggested that yawning cools the brain. When you yawn, cool air enters the mouth and nasal passages, while blood circulation increases. Scientists found some evidence supporting this theory. In certain situations, people seem to yawn more when their brains may need cooling. But there was a problem. Even if yawning cools the brain, it doesn't explain why seeing someone else yawn would make you do it too. The contagious part remained unsolved. Then, neuroscientists began looking somewhere else. Not at the mouth, not at the lungs, but inside the social machinery of the human brain. And that's where things became fascinating. Deep inside your brain are networks designed to understand other people. Some researchers point to something called mirror systems. These neural systems become active not only when you perform an action, but sometimes when you watch someone else perform it. It's the reason why watching someone get injured can make you cringe, why seeing someone smile can improve your mood, and why laughter can spread through an entire crowd. Your brain is constantly simulating the experiences of other people, almost as if it's rehearsing what they are doing. Contagious yawning appears to be connected to this process. When you see someone yawn, your brain doesn't simply observe it, partially recreates it. The result? You feel the urge to yawn yourself. But here's where the mystery deepens. Studies have found that contagious yawning is often stronger between people who share close social bonds, friends, family members, and people they care about. In some experiments, individuals were more likely to catch yawns from loved ones than from strangers. This led scientists to a surprising possibility. Maybe contagious yawning isn't really about yawning at all. Maybe it's about empathy. Empathy is your ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's one of the foundations of human social life. Some researchers believe contagious yawning may be a side effect of this ability. Think of it this way. The more connected your brain is to another person's emotional state, the more likely you are to unconsciously mimic their behavior. Yawning may simply be one visible symptom of that connection. Interestingly, contagious yawning tends to be less common in very young children. It usually begins appearing around the age when social awareness and empathy become more developed. This doesn't completely prove the empathy theory. Scientists are still debating the details. But the evidence suggests that contagious yawning may reveal something profound about how human minds connect. Every yawn could be a tiny demonstration of social synchronization happening beneath conscious awareness. Now, let's return to the question that started this video. Why can you yawn even while reading about yawning? After all, there's no actual yawn in front of you to copy. So what's happening? The answer lies in imagination.